I forgot to turn on my microphone. I haven't streamed in a little while. Hopefully, I still remember how to do everything. Unfortunately, the game is crashing, so we will see if it works. I stream now. We're good, it's working. Hey, hello, I'm Nemunemu. I'm a magical girl assistant. Without a magical girl. And I'm playing Path of Exile 2 today. This game is really fun. in playing a hard mode where if I die I have to start all over again. And also I can't trade with other players, so it's really hard. And my character is not very strong because I didn't really have a very good plan for what to do. But I've been doing alright. I got in as far as the second act of 4 acts, so let's try playing. I hope everything is working. I'm a little bit worried because I haven't streamed in a bit. Let me just double check I turn on the pet pass because that's important. I think I did, next time. Okie dokie. I play game. Wait. Have I done this? No, I haven't done this yet. Yeah, I was using this move. Sniper. It does a lot of damage, but you have to time it real perfect. Like, well, not real perfect. You have to time it. So, like, if you release it too early, it does a weak attack, and if you release it too late, it does a weak attack, but if you release it at just the right time, it does like a more powerful one that does an explosion. Hello, Asala.
Hold them back while I open the gate.
Again.
Well, still works. Come on, this slave.
Yeah. What am I using? Damn. I kind of, I was too busy playing Path of Exile to stream Path of Exile. I got really into Path of Exile, and then, Path of Exile 2, and then a new league came out for Path of Exile 1, and I was like, ooh, I want to play that. But it was only a really short one. It was only like 3 weeks. And I was like, I'm gonna do all the challenges. Well, not all the challenges, but I'm gonna do a bunch of challenges. And the challenges, you're usually supposed to have like 4 or 5 months to do them, but I tried to do them in 3 weeks, and so I was very busy with that. And also, it's been really cold, and I froze, and I was an ice block, but now I defrosted again. Hello. If I shoot my snipe at them, they explode if they're frozen. I hope people have had happy days while I haven't been streaming. I want to do more streaming. I always want to do more streaming, but I'm very shy. So often I am too shy to stream. Oops, I pushed the button and I wasn't supposed to. I need to be more careful, because if I die, it's all over. Oh no. Oh good, I can go over them. That was worrisome. See, I've been playing Path of Exile 1, and the controls for Path of Exile 1 are completely different. So I'm gonna push the wrong buttons, and hopefully that doesn't mean me die. To be fair, this character's a little cursed, so if I have to make a new character, I will probably do something pretty different. Because, usually in the, like, hard modes where you don't get a lot of loot, specifically Solo Southbound, It's usually a good idea to do one that does spells, cause spells don't really need like a good weapon, but if you're using a weapon, you need a good weapon. And these weapons are not amazing. Not very good, But it's fine. We'll do what we can with this scuff guy. And even if I'm not going very fast, as long as I'm going steady, that's the important thing. Slow and steady win the race. Well, not win the race, maybe. Win the hardcore. It's been so cold here. I've been hiding in my room because my room has a heat pump, which is like air conditioning, but it does hot and cold. And so I've been hiding and having lots of warm air blowing on me. Very comfy. Makes me sleepy though. This is a little bit gruesome. This game is quite gruesome, but it's really fun. Uh-oh, you was like a boss. Please do not impale me. Limb. He did him.
No room.
Okay, we need to check the bows. Oops. Because they might be good, I don't think that's better, because we're using, icy stuff. Wait. No, maybe it is, because it has a, it has more base damage. They are similar. This one has worse reload time though. This one could be real good. Yeah, this one is real good because at like Frosty Shot, it only loads one bolt and then you shoot once. But with this bow, it's called the Dyad. It shoots twice. So that's pretty good for us. A bow. Identify. Whoa, I think that's way better than our bow. It's mildly better than our bow. Oops, I dropped them. Yeah. Oopsie, I didn't do the timing right. Oh, I think because this bow it might be slower. 1.1 versus 1.2, yeah. So if your attack speed changes, then your timing on this changes as well. Well, that's right, and I have barrage, so I can be like pew pew pew. Hello. Statues. Oh wait, I think I did that around the wrong way, yeah? I'm supposed to go like this, and then this, yeah, blows up all the things. My wombo combo. Oops, that's not my map button. This is my map button. Yeah. I wonder if I can make it more see-through. Yeah, here we go. Now we can leave it up all the time and see where we're going. Uh-oh. Yeah. I need a way to get, like, make this fire faster. It does really good damage, but it takes so long. Good thing I freeze you.
This'll stop him.
Onwards! Give these demons quarters!
Yeah. What else has been happening? I've also just been pretty busy lately. Mostly just lots of appointments though. But that's mostly done now. Yeah. Otherwise, I've mostly just been playing lots of Path of Exile. Mostly Path of Exile 1. Because Path of Exile 2 is good, but Path of Exile 1 has way more content and they're still updating it. I'm probably gonna play both of them for a long time. Hello, Dogfly. What? I called you a mean word, but it's in your name, so please forgive me. Your model is so cute, thank you. I really love them. How are you doing? Are you having a good day? I'm having a good day. Because I was brave enough to do a stream. I haven't been brave enough to do a stream in a while. I'm very shy. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Your day is good, yeah. That's good, I'm happy.
Another notch on me helmet.
Hello, Dialects the Time Lord. You have a very impressive name. I'm always impressed when I see your Twitch username, because you have a different one on Discord, right? Yeah.
Damn crockery.
Yes, and Dialects is the shorter version of your time limit. Whoa, it's even longer? Is it so long that it would take like 1 billion time to say? Yeah. You're Joshy. Hi Hi, Joshi. I didn't know it was you. Welcome to my stream.
You know what they say about found money?
Dialects, Drusilla Floor, Nizdothristrol Trail Floor. Whoa, that is a big name. This might be good. Oh, it is good. Is it better? Oh, it is. Yeah, way better. Quick. Hello, people from Discord. Hello, Kiwi Not Afraid. Are you Fruity Loopies? Did you change your name? Dialects Nesdoth for short. Whoa. Alright. I was doing the weapon set thing. So this one... Wait. What? I don't remember what I was doing. I will have to look at numbers for a little bit. But yeah, this is what we're looking for, projectiles. Go that way. Wait, do we want to go this way or do we want to go up this way? It's faster this way, but is there something here that we want? Yes. Maybe? Well, thankfully, it's really easy to respec in this game. You're a new fruit. Hello, new fruit. You mean Hercule? Okie dokie, huh? Well, good job, Time Lord. You did a watch streak. That's awesome. That's impressive because I haven't been streaming very consistently. Thank you for coming to my streams. I'm gonna try and stream more. I always say that, but I don't always manage to. But I'll try my best, huh? Try my best to do streams. Of course, you floofy goober nugget. I don't know if I'm a goober nugget. I don't know what that is. Is that like snot? I don't think I'm snot. You don't remember this avatar, so you missed a few streams. I have had this avatar for a wee while. I don't always use it. I have another one. I have my normal floofy one, is my main one. This one is when I do a magical girl transformation. I go, wow. And then I turn into a human. Oh, it's a boss time. Ow. Okay, I have to remember to dodge with the dodge roll button. Path of Exile 1, which is what I've mainly been playing, does not have a dodge roll button.
The Mariketh will fall! The Mariketh will fall!
I'm not a Mariketh. Oh, ooh, uh-oh. That was close. You have to stand in the circle.
Will fall by my hand. Wrath of a king.
Oopsie. He missed me. I think you're just used to the other avatar. That is fair.
The Mariketh will fall by my
Ow.
hand.
What happened?
Nice shot.
I tried to seek peace, and the Sekemas disgraced me. Lifted upwards to rot in the sand. This time, we choose war.
Oh, yum.
We shall finish this, but not today.
Bye-bye.
We must not escape.
I can't just leave, can he?
He can, actually.
A very sad
He just flew away, huh?
This is no natural sandstorm. We must battle sorcery with sorcery. Let us return to the caravan and entreat Zarka's wisdom.
It heckin' windy, huh? Did you say something? I can't hear you over the wind. It's so noisy, huh? Oh, that's right. You just... I went in my inventory to look for a town portal scroll. You just have town portal in this game. You don't have to use scrolls. It heckin' windy. I'll put this stuff in the stash in case I need it later. What's my hat? Sell this stuff. Hello, Shambrim. Oops, I was supposed to be reading stuff.
All right.
Or listening. I was gonna let the dialogue play cause, in case people want to hear what they have to say.
Jaman-Ra can control the sands? Oh, this was not an ability he had in life. It must be born of corruption.
There is something in the tales that could help us overcome such a power. It was said that the horn of the Vastiri could control the winds. I believe the horn's location has been lost to time, but perhaps it is possible that we can reconstruct it. We would have to retrace the steps of our greatest heroine, Orbala, on her final adventure. Speak to Asala. She knows the tale and where it might take us. Let her know how you wish to begin. Or you may seek my wisdom if you have further questions.
I do like your wisdom.
Ah, you released Balbala, the traitor. Then it is your duty to redeem her soul by allowing her to serve as a mentor djinn during your dance with the scorpion. In modern times, we give aspiring Dekaras a straightforward test. For this task, however, the old ways are required. You will have to face a much deadlier trial. Speak to Asala. The original trial is not far from here, and the caravan is duty-bound to carry you there.
Yummy water. Ooh, wait, is this new stuff that I haven't had access to yet? I think it is. Ballista. Interesting. We could use a ballista. Whoa, I got a drop from watching my own stream. It's ice crystals. I don't think I have anything that interacts with ice crystals. Wait, no, fragmentation rounds can. I want to try that ballista. How does this work? Shoots things. Whoa. It pins them. Okay. Well, I have too many things. What am I not using? Ice shots. Nemu, so cool. Thank you, Abby Lee. Are you also someone I know that has a different name on Twitch? Because so far, that has been 2 people. And BB. Oh, hi B. Welcome to my stream. I hope you have a comfy time. I am currently thinking. What have I got on Snape? Code Attunement and Window of Opportunity. I could put attack speed. Their attack speed. Maybe it's back here. Rapid attacks. That would be helpful, but it's not a lot. I think I'll just leave it for now. Ooh, I can upgrade something. Upgrade them. Ooh, I could have 2 totems. Let's do them. You don't think you're known, but you're everywhere. Planning and scheming. Uh-oh. Scary. Okay. Artillery blister.
Don't think that'll go down well here.
I like the mercenary's voice acting. He's good. Hello, Asala. Oh, I think I accidentally skipped a dialogue. Oops. Well, we have to go to 3 different places. We have to go to the city. We have to go to the elephant's place. Except it's like elephant's graveyard. And we have to go to the Valley of the Titans. And we can also go to the Valley of the Sycamus. Valley of the Sycamus, is the trial of the Sycamus, and that's really important. It gives us our ascendancy, which is like our, I don't know, how would you describe it? So, this is the passive tree, right? Each character starts at a different location, but you can all go wherever on the tree and get any of the nodes. But each class also has ascendancies, which is like what they specialize in, and they get unique mechanics and things. And to get the ascendancy and get a like subclass, we have to do this trial. And the trial is quite scary, but a good thing is, because of how the trial works, you don't die in there. So normally, hardcore, which is what I'm playing. Oh, he stopped talking. Yeah, in hardcore, if you die, you have to start all over again. But if you lose in the trial of the Sukemas, because you don't actually die, you run out of honor and you have to give up. But that's not dying, so you can actually go in here safely in hardcore. So normally you wouldn't come here straight away necessarily, because it's a bit tricky, but
I will serve.
I may as well.
We have met in battle, but not in peace. I am Balbala, once a traitor, long a sorrowed prisoner. As Jinn here, I shall serve as your guide. Together, we shall prove ourselves worthy.
Again.
Goodbye.
So let's do the trial.
Better be worth it.
Well, I say it's tricky, but they did make it a lot easier because people didn't like it. Didn't like how hard it was. So there's kind of a gimmick here, which you see I have this honor bar, and if I run out of honor, I lose, and I have to start the trial again. You lose honor if you get hit, and you can't easily recover it. Like HP, you just drink a potion, but honor, you have to like earn it. But the enemies here, they're all very dodgeable. All of the attacks are dodgeable. You're not necessarily expected to get hit. I just realized the problem is gonna be that I'm using snipe and it takes a very long time to charge up. Yeah, and I'll get hit during it. But yeah, this mode, the Trial of the Sukemas, is kind of like a little roguelike dungeon. You can like get powers just for that trial and stuff like that. And there's like a map you go down, like Slay the Spire map. Excuse me, freeze. You're under arrest. But yeah, I get it something. I get it a cosmetic. Because I got a Twitch drop before. How do I rotate my guy? Like this? Whoa, he rotated. Yeah. So I did a like Twitch drop thing. Now I can put some scrolls on my back and a sextant. You have to go. Have a good stream, Nemunemu. Okay, B, you have a good day. I hope you have super comfy time. As much comfies as you can get. Yeah. So this was from the Path of Exile 1, like, league at the moment is like a under the sea one, where you go diving. And so, it's a nautical explorer backpack. Under the sea. Maybe that's why I've been playing Path of Exile 1, because it's better where it's wetter. And it is not so wet here. The current Path of Exile 2 league is like digging up stuff. Well, not really digging up stuff. Stuff appeared and then you investigate it and it's got runes on it. Kind of archaeology. Bye-bye, BB. Yeah. B's probably busy with work. Whoa, a shouter. Excuse me. Do not try to explode me, that's very rude. It is weird how you can just kind of walk through those spikes, but I guess it makes sense. They're pretty big, there's a lot of space between them. And it's 1 AM there. You should leave. Oh, okay. Have a good, comfy night. Hope you sleep good. Night. It is like 3 PM here. Very different times. Good stream, everyone. Good dream. Good dream, Kiwi Fur.
I would give anything for a sip.
Yeah, we get this sacred water, and then we can spend it on things. So we gotta choose where we go, but we have to accept one of these, like, what are they called? Like a penalty, like a curse. We have to choose a curse to continue. So I don't think we want no evasion, because we do actually have evasion. Not heaps, but some. I think we'll take this one. We lose water when we get hit. Because the sacred water is nice to have, but we don't actually need the sacred water. We can win without it. Especially in the first trial. There's like, it's very similar to Slay the Spire. There's like the floors you continue through. But for the first trial, you only have to do the first floor. Excuse me, stop shooting. Bunch of sneaks, yeah, literally, it's a sneak, huh? Uh-oh. Ow. I'm feeling proud of myself while doing a stream. This is really awkward because if I like stand still to do my big attack, then they're gonna hit me with their crossbows. So I just kind of have to like whittle them down. Oh wait, that's right, I can summon turrets.
Throw him down!
Not that they do much damage, but... yeah, not much damage at all. Ah, there's a crossbow guy. He snuck out around the corner. These turrets is handy for hardcore though, because they like root the enemies in place. Ow! I got shot. Please, huh? I just want to continue to the next room. I might need to do something slightly different.
The ritual has been disrupted.
Do I have a skill gem? No. Do I have anything? I have fragmentation rounds. We'll just use fragmentation rounds instead of snipe for now. Because fragmentation rounds is like also detonates frozen things, but it is like instant instead of oh yeah, I can't use that one. It's instant instead of like you have to charge up, but I do have to switch the ammo types. Well, I can. Do we want water or do we want keys? Keys gives us more loot at the end, but water could help us actually finish the trial, and that's the more important thing. Because we really want to get our ascendancy, because that's like a huge increase in power. The loot at this point is just kind of incidental. Bug. Don't call that bug stupid though, that's mean. That's bug bullying. Don't bully the bugs. Unfortunately, my crossbow I don't think is quite as strong as my bow, so fragmentation rounds isn't doing quite so much damage. This is the problem with weapon builds in Solo Southbound. Especially if you're using two different weapons.
Swift magnificence.
Whoopsie. I mean, I could change builds again. Because a lot of my stuff scales with, projectile damage. You can do projectile spells. And this guy's ascendancy is a pretty general purpose. Whoops. Go on the ground. There we go. Oh no, 50% less energy shield. I have so much energy shield. 0. We will go down. Hound hugs. Hey, Squishy. You've actually done these trials before. Oh, you've been playing Path of Exile too? Nice. Hello. Welcome to my stream. I've been playing lots of Path of Exile, but mostly Path of Exile 1, which I didn't expect. It's really cool. They're still supporting Path of Exile 1, even though Path of Exile 2 is nearly out. They're still making stuff for the first game. You've been doing property viewing because you want to move out and it's so exhausting. Oh no. That does sound very stressful.
Shot.
I'm lucky. I live at my dad's house. So, I can just kind of comfy can for now. Though he is eventually gonna sell the house. It might be his house, but he doesn't actually live here. My dad, he lives, he got remarried and he lives with his new wife. And she's really nice to him. Yeah. I do really appreciate that. Even though my parents got divorced, they were really good about it and like didn't make it a big drama. So yeah, it was really nice to not have to deal with all the drama I've heard about when like your parents get divorced. My parents are still, even though they got divorced, they're still kind of friends. Like they get on pretty well. It's just good. They're good role models. Though I don't think I'm gonna get divorced anytime soon. I'd have to get married first.
Impressive endurance.
Yeah, this is how you heal up your honor. If you lose honor, you have to like go to a place and then get it back. I'm doing pretty fine though. I'll probably be fine. The only thing is the boss here is a little bit scary, but I've gotten used to him. You can watch on Puda now. Was watching on TV. Whoa! Look, Mom, I'm on TV. I was on the TV, that's so cool. I don't know if I've ever been on a TV before. I remember my dad was on the TV one time. He was on the news and we watched and we're like, whoa, my dad said a thing on the news. It was cool. It was on TV. Here in Scotland, you have to apply for these properties and then they look at all the applications and then they select who they want to move in. Wow. That is stressful. So then you have to do all the work and then you might not even get a place. Did he do well? No, like, well, he did fine, but I feel like they didn't, like, the news people, like, didn't really do it very well, because, like, they basically said all the stuff about what he was talking about, and then they played the clip of him, so it was like, he was just repeating what the news people said, so they kind of sabotaged his big moment.
Nice.
Gotta get back at those news people. Nemo should tell the news. Well, the news is that it's really cold. And I don't know what the weather is because I'm hiding in my room. Whoa! Look at this, is really good. This is a way better bow. Look, this one, 9 to 37. This one, 22 to 67. Pretty sure that's a bigger numbers. Is that a BlazBlue name? Astrophoenix. Whoa! I never make that connection. Asti, is you called Asti because of BlazBlue? That's super cool. If so. Hi Nemo. Hope you're having awesome day. Yeah, and you like space. Whoa, awesome. I love BlazBlue. I can't wait for the new character that's coming out. After like 10 years or something. It's crazy. There's gonna be a new character. Trinity Glassfell. I'm together strong. Yeah. Wait, I can pause this game, right? Yeah. I have to ride it. Every day with him was a good day. Aw, thank you. Yeah, BlazBlue is getting a new character. BlazBlue Central Fiction is getting Trinity Glassfell, who is like the only one of the 6 heroes who wasn't playable. Kind of. Platinum was playable, but Platinum's not really Trinity. So the reason that she wasn't playable is because she was kind of dead, but who cares? She's playable now. I mean, she was already a ghost anyway. Like, she was in the story as a ghost. So it's not too crazy. Platinum small, Trinity less small, but still kind of small. Yeah, she does look kind of short. Whoa, a seal relic. I wonder if it can like do tricks with a ball and a clapping. You were never good at fighting games and you don't really enjoy them, but the art was just so pretty, you wish you did. So, interesting thing about BlazBlue, like yes, it's a fighting game, but also the story mode is basically a completely separate visual novel. Like, there's very little actual fighting gameplay, and it's mostly just like a really long, very confusing visual novel series. You love playing Kyle Clover. Whoa! I bow down to you. In respect. Kyle is so hard to play on. Kyle and Relius, women's, nice. Yeah, I played Relius, but I never played Kyle, because Relius is like Kyle but easier, basically. And evil. Relius is very evil. You do love the visual novel part. Yeah. Yeah, in BlazBlue, the main characters I played were Platinum, Tyranny, Mootsky, Kagura Mootsky. I had to remember his real name because me and my friend, well, mainly my friend, always calls him Mootskill because he thinks that Kagura is too easy to play, and so he's like, haha, you playing Mootskill instead of Mootski. Question, since you didn't have sound on before, is this your hardcore character Modkia? Yeah. Modkia, but a magical girl. It's still going. They even did a Ruby crossover. Yes, in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I didn't play much Cross Tag Battle though, because me and my friend, we were really used to like the regular BlazBlue, and Cross Tag Battle was just a bit too different for us, so we just kept playing Central Fiction. BB Tag. Yeah, but BB Tag has characters from a lot of things. It has characters from why is the first one that came to mind Akatsuki Blitzkampf? That's like the most niche one in the game. But yes, it has... What is it? Akatsuki from Akatsuki Blitzcamp. It has Persona. Yeah, that's the one I was. Yeah, Persona, BlazBlue, Ruby Blitz. And it has Arcana Heart. I love Arcana Heart. It's really fun. It has some of the coolest systems in any fighting game, but it's not very popular. Only fighting game you could play was Smash Brothers. I love playing Smash Bros. It's really fun. But then when Smash Ultimate came out, my friends got like way too into it and were playing it because they're like into actual fighting. I say like Smash isn't an actual fighting game, but like I mean like more traditional fighting games. They're into more traditional fighting games, and so they got really into Smash and got like too into it. And I just wanted to play it like a party game, but they were like, "Fox on Final Destination," not quite that, but you know that kind of vibe. So I didn't really enjoy playing them as much because there was kind of a bit of a disconnect between how we were approaching the game. And also I got kind of annoyed at the very bad netcode. Very bad netcode and the fact that the tilt stick mode like option was buggy. And I preferred tilt stick.
Who's next?
Swift magnificence.
No combo input helps you. A lot of modern fighting games do have the option to not do the motion inputs, they're called, like quarter circles and stuff. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus was really good for that, especially Grand Blue Fantasy Versus whatever the second one was. I forgot it. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus 2, because in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus 1, they had a, like, Smash Bros. Style easy input button, so you could do the abilities, like, you could do it Super Smash Bros. Style, or you could do it, like, Street Fighter style, see? You can't wave dash. I don't think you need to wave dash in modern Smash Bros., but I could be wrong. Yeah, in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, they had like an easy input button, but in the first Grand Blue, the easy input button would do weaker versions of your specials. Like you couldn't do the better versions. The better versions were the motion input ones. So it's like, yes, you can do easy inputs, but you'll be penalized for them. But then they did, in the second one, they got rid of that. They were just like, okay, now you can just do all the specials with like proper specials with the easy input button, which I think is cool. There is one exception where I think it's not cool, which is charge inputs, which are normally like kind of difficult to do in a like quickly, but with the easy input you can like do an instant charge input, which means that the charge input is strictly better, because charge inputs you normally have to hold the button for half a second. You know what? I'm not a fan of that. I assume you mean the easy input thing, where it made it weak. You crying because you can't play as B. Beacon. That's Vern's Japanese name is B. But yeah, sadly you can't play as Vern. He's a non-combatant. There is some cute characters you can play as though. You can play as Charlotta and you can play as Una. They're both little potato people. They're Havens, which is kind of like Lalafels. And there's lots of cute characters in it, which I really like. In Smash, your favorite was Zelda. You never even transformed to Zeke. I wish for me to hydrate. There's a button to click to make me hydrate. There's a hydrate button. Wait, You did it and I missed it! Oh no, I've done a crime. I didn't hydrate. I go to jail now. The jail is drinking water. Alright. Alright, I'm in jail. I didn't hydrate. I am all dried up. Yes. I am dehydrated. I am like dried apricot. I don't know why, but... Oh, no, I do know why. Why the sound keeps cutting out for the voice is because there was... Actually, I should try and... I know they fixed some bugs with the game. I had the channel count on low because it was like bugging it out. Get a lag. Oh, I got a hiccup, 1 second. Actually, it was a burp. They should have put holes in the lid. Yeah, they should have.
Oh, great. A moving pile of rocks.
It is dangerous to stay in there for too long. Thankfully, I think I only stay in there for about 30 seconds.
Not today.
So this guy is weak to cold, which is good because I'm doing cold damage. But he's also scary. He makes a lot of things happen at once. Which is very intimidating. Like, look, he makes these volcanoes all over the place and then they ring fire. Wait, did the head pat not work? Uh-oh. I thought a head pat was working. Uh-oh, do not burst. It didn't. I will fix it after this. We're trying to do a no-hit run. That's not true. I got hit. Hip petting the jar. Oh wait, did you do the hip pat when I was in the jar? Because that wouldn't have worked. If you did it when I was out of the jar and it didn't work, then I need to fix something. When I was out of the jar. Mysterious. I will check in a sec. They keep updating the thing that I do for the head pats and the jar and stuff, mix it up. They keep updating it and sometimes it breaks the redeems. He's Mr. Rocks. This guy's... His name is Mr. Rocks. I changed his name. He was Rattle Cage the Earthbreaker. Now he's Mr. Rocks. Or maybe he's Mr. Spicy Rocks. Look, his rocks are very spicy. I like spicy food. It's yummy. Ow. Bye-bye, Mr. Rocks. Boots. A helmet. Helmet. Spicy hurts your tummy. Oh no. And hug your tummy better. So, we should probably run the Royal Cache. Because this is the easiest way to get jewels in Solar Southbound. Well, can I buy a relic?
Greetings.
Get this one.
I'll search. We will succeed.
Whoa, I got a gold key. More jaws. Tiny bit spicy, okay. Okay. I give you a tiny bit spicy. Hug. But I won't give you like wasabi or anything. That would probably make you explode, right?
So this is the promised wisdom.
Well, it's the promised wisdom. So, we have several options. Tactician is, I think, like, if we want to go in for, like, the turret stuff mainly. Whoa, that's really good. Projectile damage builds pin. Pinned enemies cannot perform actions. Makes all of your projectile damage pin, and pin basically turns into stun instead of just like rooting them in place. Whoa, and more immobilization buildup. Huh, maybe we want to do Tactician because this is all like really good about like stunning and freezing, and that's kind of what we're doing. What other options do we have? Supporting fire. This one seems fun. Recruit artillery minions that take out positions behind you. They will lie in wait for your command, then fire at the target. But we're not really a minion build. We were a minion build. I wanted to do a minion build, but I couldn't really make it work. Persistent buffs have less reservation. Well, that's so good. Can place banners? You would hug that Algichara. Yes, hug that Algichara. Very good Algichara for hugs. Huh? How do we feel about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave having the gun? I didn't know it had a gun. Interesting. +1 maximum number of totems. Interesting. +1 maximum number of totems. Totems only fire when you fire. That's so cool. Oh, and each different totem gives you a buff? Whoa. Tactician seems pretty cool. These ones are a bit more generalist. This one is like probably the most generalist ascendancy there is, because it's all about gems. The Gemling Legionnaire. Well, guess what every skill in the game is? Every skill in the game is a skill gem. So this works with every skill in the game. Well, actually that's not true. There are some skills you can get from ascendancies and things, but basically every skill in the game is a gem. So this buffs gems. The extra loves me more hugs. Awesome. It was a very funny direct reveal that there's one character shoots a gun as a way to channel her magic. Oh, interesting. So yeah, do we know if it's gonna be a new weapon type, or is it just gonna be like maybe one character or something? Yo, look, okay. For each color of socketed support gem that is most numerous, gain. Hits can't crit you. Skills cost less. And you can move faster while using skills. So this one is really fun. This character just, oh, that's right, they added something really cool for this. They added this. Gem quality grants socketed skills an additional effect. gem quality, you can like upgrade your gems and it gives them things like bonuses, and the bonus is based on what the gem. So like, you must away. Okay, have a good day, Nemo. So like for some skills it might be each percent quality is 1% increased area of effect, right? And you can go up to 20% quality. But this makes there's an extra gem quality on every single skill in the game, which is crazy. So every skill has 2 qualities. It's got its default quality and an extra one that's only just for this one skill, this one passive. You can also just do +2 to the level of all skills with a specific requirement. Lots of really good things. But yeah, this one's fun. Sorry, I skipped over this because it's for each of your socketed support gem colors that is most numerous, you get a bonus. So if they're all the same, you have the same amount of red, blue, and green supports, you get all 3 bonuses. The gun is a gauntlet weapon that channels magic. Interesting. I am not being very good at picking. Witch Hunter is also kind of cool. Well, I probably wouldn't pick him. You can make enemies blow up, which is kind of silly. This is the thing I really like about Witch Hunter, is it lets you do really cool builds. So normally you get like maybe, I want to say like 10 to 20 weapon skill points, which can be different between your 2 weapon sets. So like you can have one weapon which is like a hammer and one is a crossbow, and you have different skill points for each of them, right? But only like 20 of them. With this you can have your entire tree be completely different for both weapon sets, which is really cool. You like the deep thought before going to the commitment. Oh good, huh? What would Mudkip but a magical girl choose? Well, Gemling Legionnaire is the most magical. Tactician is the most friends one. Witch Hunter is... Yeah, looks cool. I mean, this one is best for what we're doing currently. So I think we'll go with this one. This is like Tactician, because this one here, this is about like stunning and freezing people. And we can also do totems. We can like do some totem stuff. This one just seems really good. Persistent buffs have 50% less reservation. Just means you get more passives. Yeah, I think we'll go with Tactician. And then in the center, there is now a picture of our guy, and he's like, go friends. Because he made friends. I was always wanting to play Tactician on this guy, but I was thinking of doing like a Minions Tactician using supporting fire. And, like this one, persistent buffs, so I can buff my friends more. Oh yeah, and allies of my prison gain more damage.
Gotta
But
fight a little smarter.
the problem is, there's no minion stuff anywhere near here on the tree. Oh, it's telling me off for holding on the item instead of putting it down. I need to drop something. We can drop diesel gloves. Hello, Balbala. We did him.
It is done. You are no longer a Jingak.
Yeah.
You now carry with you the spirit of a Maraketh Dekara. I am finally free, but I find I do not wish to rest just yet. This place is in disrepair, though it may take another 1,000 years. I must restore it to its former glory. Should you need me, I will continue to serve as your guide here.
You have a lightning mage. Cool. I made the fire mage one time. When you got to this part, there was a class upgrade that was perfect. Nice. Was it the storms one? That makes like lightning storms? Yeah, Stormweaver. I did that for my fire mage and I made firestorms. I made several characters in Path of Exile too. I like making silly builds, so I made a druid, and he was like a druid of the gun, and he had a crossbow, and he like shooted people instead of transforming, just because I thought it would be funny. But I made it work.
Here for a story?
I hear you.
Who identifies? That's right, it's the hoodie one.
The Countess has used corruption to resurrect Jamunra, and they have escaped with the beast. Thankfully, we have some idea what the Faradin intend. We must reach Deshar as soon as possible.
You love him. Yeah, he's cool. So, they added... It's really cool. Instead of just, like, dropping Path of Exile 1 and, like, only working on Path of Exile 2, they're still working on Path of Exile 1, and a lot of the good ideas from Path of Exile 2, they've put it back into Path of Exile 1. So, like, this guy who can identify all your items, there's now a person who can identify all your items in each area in Path of Exile 1. Except in Path of Exile 1, they made it a different person in each area. So you have to work out who it is. But in this one, it's always the hoodie one. Except for spoilers.
Who goes there?
Spoilers. What HP? Oh, that's got more like life. We'll use that one. What about this one? Don't think that's as good. Don't need them. Don't need them. Oh, I should have put these in the relic locker. 1 second. Let me go back. To the trial. I love how evil and suspicious he looks. And everyone around him is like, I don't know about that guy. A really bad feeling, but you talk to him, he's always so jolly. Speak quickly. Yeah, I really like him. He has really interesting lore. Do you want me to tell you about his backstory from Path of Exile 1? Or would you rather find it out on your own? You'll find out on your own. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna have him explain it in Path of Exile 2, cause you can definitely find his story in Path of Exile 1, but oh, actually, have you finished Act 2, or are you still in Act 2? I could have accidentally spoiled something really big about who he is. That would have been bad. Still in Act 2. Oh, good. I nearly spoiled something really big about him. All I will say is, you will learn more about him. Let's make this one currency. My head is too big. I can't see the stuff behind him. I've played a lot of Path of Exile. I really love them. I had to stop playing it for quite a while though, because at one point I hurt my hand and I couldn't use one of my hands for like a year. And even after that, my hand still...
Hell, this is the most bizarre method of transport imaginable. How do the Mariketh handle it? Oh no. If you'll excuse me.
Pharaoh being caravan sick. I love Pharaoh, he's so cool.
I suppose I can do something with it.
Pharaoh's not normally part of the story, he's part of the, like, league. He's like the league NPC. But yeah, I hurt in my hand and I couldn't use it for a year, and even after it healed enough that I could use it, it was still not good for it to, like, use, like, mouse and keyboard too much. Better to play on controller, that's why I usually play on controller. And at the time, Path of Exile didn't have a keyboard mode. Sorry, it didn't have a controller mode. It only had mouse and keyboard. So I couldn't really play it much. But thankfully, they added controller mode in Path of Exile 2. And then, they also added controller mode in Path of Exile 1. So I can play them. Play a lot, so. Okay. Now we go back to exploring, but now I have to remember, don't die, or it's all over. Wait, oh wait, no, we want to use the Vrisium. It was so powerful a controller, thank you. You move from mouse and keyboard to controller for your truck sim 2, and it's so much more comfortable now. Yeah, controller is comfy. That's right, you can't teleport from here, you have to go on the caravan first. Usually I go like Mastodon Badlands, then Kith, and then the Titans. Usually you want to go to the Valley of the Titans last, cause there's stuff in the other two areas that you can take to the Valley of the Titans, and it makes like a unlock. You don't think you can rebind controller buttons, though you have to use joy to key? Yeah. Yeah, I did quite a lot of that.
My bones don't end up here too.
When my hand was hurted. Because like, I still want to play these games, even though they don't have controller support, so I like made my own controller support. The one that I mostly did was World of Warcraft. I played a lot of World of Warcraft on controller before there was any good like way like that anyone had made to do it. So I like set up like a profile in the Steam controller configurator and booted World of Warcraft through Steam so that it would use that. So that I could bind like all the buttons to like different combos, because I don't know if you know, but World of Warcraft has so many buttons, like a billion. So I was kind of like, oh, I'll do it like Final Fantasy 14. So I had like, if you hold down the right trigger and push a button, it's different to just pushing the button, or if you hold down left trigger and right trigger, it's different again. That kind of thing. Which I could do because the Steam controller configurator tool is actually really powerful. It's really good. If you ever want to like make your own controller control scheme for a game, you totally can. It just takes quite a bit of work and working out how it works. But it's a very powerful tool.
One down. Who's next?
Oh, I could go back to snipe, but maybe I'll stick like this because my current crossbow is really good, and snipe just takes a long time to charge up. I could also swap to double crossbow so that I don't have to swap ammo types. It's gonna be a bit tricky though. You gotta go help BB get home. Uh-oh, is B lost? Oh no. Good luck, I'm seeing you on Final Fantasy Friday. Yes, that'll be really fun. I look forward to it. SD does like keep playing through Final Fantasy 14, and he does a Final Fantasy Friday, and I watch him play it, and I'm like, whoa, so cool to like re-experience and see someone experience the stuff that I already experienced. I really love that kind of thing.
Grapes. Cracks like that don't come from quakes.
I did that in with Dark Souls with my brother. I watched as he played it. It was really fun, and I give him little hints sometimes if he got lost.
Won't be crawling out of that again.
Abyss, yeah? I'm like keep getting like super worried about getting hit, but I'm not in the Sakema trial anymore.
Stop them in their tracks.
So not getting hit is still good. Hugs them. Yeah, hugs them. Hugs the Estnia. So this mechanic here, Abyss. So Abyss was in Path of Exile 1. But it was quite different. And then they did a version of Abyss in Path of Exile 2. And it was way better than Abyss in Path of Exile 1. So then they were like, you know what? We're just gonna put the Path of Exile 2 Abyss in Path of Exile 1. Because the Path of Exile 1 one was like very old and not very good. So we recently in Path of Exile 1 we got the better Abysses. You should probably take a break from property stuff for now. Yeah. Make sure you don't drive yourself crazy looking at houses. You'll start seeing houses everywhere. You'll look like a shoebox and you'll be like, whoa. That's like a real good one-bedroom apartment for a mouse. Oh, right. We were gonna get him. Attack damage and skill effectuation. You're meeting an online friend on the 9th and 10th. Nice! Oh, in real life? That's cool. You want to make sure you all be protected. Nice. I've had mice on the ring because oh yeah, something really sad happened. My brother's cat died and I was really sad about him. And because the cat died, the mice started moving in again. And so I started catching the mice. But I'm not hurting the mice. I'm catching the mice and then I'm putting them outside where it's safe. Yeah. I got a trap that's like, it's like a live trap. You put bait in it and then the mouse goes in and then they're like, ooh, yummy food. And then they grab it and then the door closes and they're like, uh-oh, I'm trapped. And then you put them outside them. I did keep a couple of the mice in a box for a bit. Just while I thought of somewhere to put them. My dad had a really good idea. My dad was like, what if we put them in the compost bin? Then they'll have like infinite food. So smart. You can hang out with the worms. And we know it's safe for a mouse in the compost bin because there was mice living in there before. I was a little worried, because it's been very cold lately. But I looked it up. I think they will be fine. Awesome. You think today you can take a step back from all the life stuff and try to get back to making your map maker. Whoa, you're making a map? Like a game map type thing? Map editor tool, whoa, cool. That's really cool. Like, would it be like maps for a game, or would it be like maps for like Dungeons and Dragons, or like maps for real life, or what? When making a map for video game maps. Oh, like for guides, that kind of thing. That's cool. I like that idea. Mist is really cool. I beated the first Mist, and I basically beat the third Mist. I got up to the final puzzle in Mist 3, and then I never got around to finishing it. When I have certain toggles so you can hide spoiler areas. Well, that's a good idea. Because there's definitely some spoilery areas in Mist 1. Because if you know where to look, the answer was right under your nose the whole time. That's one of the really cool things about Mist 1. Is just like, oh, that was there the whole time. Like, if you're early in the game and you need navigation help but won't want to learn about in-game areas. Yeah! Or areas that are deliberately hidden as part of the puzzle. Exactly.
One down. Who's next?
You love Mist 3. Yeah, Mist 3 is really cool. I love the, like, vibe of Mist, and I think Mist 3 really nailed that vibe really well.
Get out of the way!
Even though it was a different team. Did you know that the people that made Mist 1 and 2 didn't make Mist 3, 4, and 5? It was a different team. But there's another game called Mist Online, I think? There's an online Mist game that was made by the original team. The world with the ball makes you tear up every time. Oh, the one where you have to roll the ball. Oh, yeah, that's a cool one. Is that the, it's kind of Japanese-inspired kind of aesthetic? Is that the one I'm thinking of? And you have to, like, roll around the whole map solving puzzles? Yeah, Mist 3 had some really cool puzzles. I mean, Mist 1 had some cool puzzles. Except for the maze. Which was cool. As long as you work it out. Otherwise... Oh boy. I did the maze by brute force and it took a long time. Like, you do all this track maintenance for this board to make sure I would never smash. Yeah.
Simple enough. creeps.
Yeah, I definitely remember having that experience. Ooh, a yellow ring. It's not very good, but still better. I wish they still made Myst games. Oh wait, didn't they make a game kind of like Myst? Oh, what was it called? I think some people who used to work on Myst made another like Myst-like game. But I can't remember what it was called and I never played it. I have forgot. Oh, that's right. If you shoot these guys from the front, they block your attacks. Without wanting, you get loaded into the vault and non-stop thrilling FMV. You hurtle down this roller coaster, going through every single puzzle you solved. Remembering all the times the vault had smashed, plus all the kernels on which you couldn't see. Yeah, it's so cool. Best puzzle rewards. Yeah. Very good reward. Let's I need to go grab the Bone Pit waypoint and then I'm gonna come back and go the other way. You love the plant world. Oh wait, is that the one where you're climbing up? Or is that from Myst 4? I don't remember.
It's getting rather ugly around here. Smells like.
I'm down. I don't remember that specific one. I do remember several plant puzzles, but I tried all of Myst, so they blur together a bit sometimes. You have to kind of trap a really cute animal and go inside a giant flat. Oh no, yeah, I am thinking of that one. I was just, for some reason I thought you went up instead of down.
Looks like someone dug too deep and let the darkness in.
Oop. I messed that up.
This'll stop him.
Your character's voice lines are making me giggle. Yeah, the mercenary is really funny. He like, a lot of the other characters are like somehow like involved in the world and like they have backstories and like stuff like that. And then the mercenary is just like, yeah, he's a mercenary. He's doing this for the money. It's just silly. Yeah, I do really like that they made the characters more like involved with the world. Like the sorceress who you're playing, like the characters will remark on the fact that you're part of the Mariketh, the like Act 2 people, and they'll be like, weren't you supposed to be banished and stuff like that? Jewish lady did sound so epic and dramatic all the time. Yeah, so yeah, you get unique dialogue because you're like part of that like culture. And the characters that came out later have even more of it. Like, the druid basically has his own, like, side storyline that no one else gets. And, like, the, what's on... The Huntress gets quite a lot of, like, dialogue as well. It's really cool.
Vile creature!
The druid story is really interesting. It sounds like spoilers, but it isn't, because of that. he's a druid, but he's like kind of out of time. Like, many years has passed for him, and he's like in the far future, where he's like the last of his like type of druids left. That's not the spoilers for his storyline. The spoilers for his storyline is other stuff. Though it's not like there's that much spoilers for him. Yeah. He's, they call them the Magi. Which you might be like, you're not pronouncing Magi right. No, he's not a Magi, he's a Magi. They're different things. He's a druid. And they were referenced in, Path of Exile 1. There was a whole league about the Wildwood, which is where the druids come from, and how it got taken over by evil people, and all the druids got killed. But then in Path of Exile 2, it's like one of the druids survived, and he's like far in the future. Although I don't know if it's that he was like flung into the future or something, or if it's just it could also be that he's just lived a really long time. I'm not sure. That said, there is something else in the game I've seen that implies that the Wildwood can help people time travel, so maybe that is it. Yeah. Path of Exile actually has really interesting and deep lore, and I really like it. But most people don't engage with it at all. Which is fair enough. I suppose they don't have to, but for those of us who care, it's really cool. Pop, huh? They keep going pop. Well, I've already been streaming almost 2 hours. Time flies when you're having fun. And I'm having fun. Yeah. If I'm being honest, whenever I've had like a break from streaming, I'm always worried that like, what if no friends show up? But every time you guys show up and say hi, and it makes me really happy. Yippee yippee yay. Yeah. You wake up randomly, so you happen to appear while I'm on. Nice, huh? I haven't streamed in like a month, so it's not that you've been unlucky, it's that I was kind of busy, yeah? It's 6 AM for you. Whoa, you woke up real early, huh? I think we're basically on the opposite side of the world because it's like 5 p.m. for me now. Not 5 a.m., 5 p.m. But I guess that's why they used to say that the sun never sets on the British Empire. Because New Zealand, mainly. 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is your ideal wake-up time? Whoa, you're an early bird. Gonna get so many worms. If you want worms, I guess. It's just a little past midnight for you. That is like 7 or so hours. Not quite so big a difference. Technically, there's actually not much between between New Zealand and like America. There's actually not much. It's just a lot of water. But there's a lot of water. Oh, unless you count Hawaii. In which case it's even closer. It's less water. Hawaii sounds cool. Time to meet a new friend.
Bleak down here. Let's not hang about.
Hello, lurking creature. Yes, I understand what you said. Totally. Those words meant something to me.
So the ancient enemy has returned. But why is this one not attacking us?
I can't understand a bloody word it says.
In a time long past, I aided an alliance that fought these beings for centuries. They are the Lightless, the Abyssals, the spawn of the Well of Souls. I can teach you its ancient tongue, for knowledge was our greatest weapon.
Nemo's. I think
That's a hooker hit and a half. Phew.
You now possess understanding of their language. Tread carefully. In ages past, these creatures served a dark god. Kulamak, the Lich Lord, master of undeath. The Alliance destroyed his body in battle countless times, but the Well of Souls remained beyond our reach. I must go. I cannot risk capture.
Wing. I like how he just flies off. Nemo's mother tongue. I think Nemo is more underwater than underground, but maybe. Hello, lurking creature. Are you doing a good lurk?
Your friends are not so pleasant.
This one serves. This one has always served. Unchanging. The master changes in Kulamak's absence.
Yeah, Tekrod's a poop. I'm the boss now. Well, we unlocked the lurking creature. But I don't think we have anything where, like, we can use the jawbone, but I don't think we want to yet. Ooh, that was a jeweler's orb. Those are good, huh? Right. First we have to be like, do we need anything new here? Freezing mark. Ooh, it makes things easy to freeze. But I'm not smart enough. My brain is not big enough for this. You got Christmas presents? Whoa. 7 months late. I was gonna say, it's not really Christmas time. You could say it's Christmas weather here. Because it's really cold in the southern hemisphere. I hope there was good presents. Bubble tea. Oh, cool. Like boba. Boba's yummy. Okay. What can we put stuff in? Heard of ice. This is like a explosion when you shatter an enemy. Yeah. How does that work? Enemies you shatter explode. Dealing attack damage. Explosion. Oh, I see. Yeah, it is attack. Okay. So we can put attack modifiers on it. Like elemental armament. Oh. Wait, do I have enough smarts to have all of this equipped? I'm hiding it. I can't see it. I do not know how smart I am. Well, it's not disabled, so we're fine. Ooh. Gain ice fragments on killing frozen enemies. Let's try it out. Ooh, a scented candle. Nice. I hope it smells good. Otherwise, what's the point? I wonder if you probably can get scented candles, which is like, this is stinky shoe candle. It smells like a stinky shoe.
You want me to take that? Okay then.
People like making silly things like that. Smells very festive. Oh, is it like a Christmas smelly candle? Smells like Christmas. I was thinking something, but I forgot. My head empty. I'm sure it's not important. Right, we need to go back to the Mastodon Badlands. We want to go to the Bone Pits.
There's a signature here. The source.
Whoa, a signature. Is it from someone famous? Magic the Gathering is gonna do signed cards for the Star Trek sim. It's just turning into like baseball cards. The signed cards is gonna be signed by the Star Trek actors. It's not even gonna have the like rules text for the card on it. It's just gonna have a signature instead. So like it's basically just baseball cards. Silly. I like Star Trek and I like Magic the Gathering, but I don't know. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of when stuff like crosses over like that.
Maybe next time.
Like doing the Fortnite thing, right? Crossing over with everything.
There we go.
Not my kind of thing.
There's still more to find. Keep searching.
Again. Read a plate with 2 holes in it. That could be okay. Maybe. Normally I just kind of like keep going until I'm having trouble and then I upgrade my gear, but when you're playing hardcore, if you're having trouble, you might die, so you don't want that to happen. Because I'm playing the mode where if you die, it's like death equal delete. Make a new character. Ow. Speaking of dying, that hurt. I've died maybe 50 times. Don't worry. I die a lot when I'm not playing hardcore. You have to play differently when you play hardcore though. You have to lock in. You can actually check how many times you've died. Let's check. / deaths. You have died 0 times. Whoa! Who knew?
This'll stop him.
You can also check how many enemies you've killed. / kills. 5,348 monsters. That number can get very silly if you play a lot. Especially in Path of Exile 1. Path of Exile 1 has way more enemies on screen at once. Path of Exile 2, like, it's usually kind of the same amount of enemies on screen, like, as the game continues. Like, it's usually like, oh, you know, maybe like 5 to 10 enemies on screen. Maybe up to 20. Path of Exile 1 is like, the further into game you get, like, the more enemies there are, until there's like, just like massive piles of enemies, like 50 enemies together and stuff like that. Next time you have the game installed, you need to try that. Yeah. You can also do slash played. Yeah, I can see how many hours you've played for. 9 hours I've played. And I'm only in Act 2. But I'm taking it easy. Slow and steady. It was 9 hours dream. No, not 9 hour right now. It means 9 hour in total. I don't know if I could do a 9 hour stream. I would like maybe fall asleep. That's not true. I don't fall asleep that easily. But I would definitely run out of energy. It's always kind of fascinating to me that like people fall asleep accidentally. That never happens to me. Ever. I have to try real hard to get to sleep. You see some people do 24-hour streams, it makes you scrum. Imagine how that would feel. Yeah, it would be so much. There is like one time ever that I've fallen asleep like accidentally that I can think of. And it's when my friends were like, hey, let's do like a movie marathon for New Year's. We'll watch movies for like 3 days straight without sleeping. And I'm like, okay. And then I didn't make it the whole way. I fall asleep. That's what it took for me to fall asleep accidentally. Really straight? That's dangerous, yeah. Well, good thing I didn't actually do it. I think they might have though. Hope it wasn't really 3 full days. I don't know, they might have. They're kind of silly. I kind of lost contact with both of those friends, which is unfortunate. It's a bummer when you lose contact with friends.
I walked into this one.
Big skeleton time. He's a skelephant. It's a skeleton elephant. People days without sleep is pretty bad. Yep. You're correct, though. Don't try that at home, kids. Be getting on their case. That's fair. I don't want you to harm yourselves. Skipping sleep for that long is no joke. One of them was like a bit older than me. I guess they still is a bit older than me. That's kind of how that works. Was a bit older than me and not a very good influence.
This'll stop them.
Owie, don't hit me. Crying. Ow! Thankfully, even if I die, I do have a bit of a buffer. You see the, like, rune on my health? Is runic ward. So if I go to 0 health, I get, like, a shield, and I don't die. Which is this league's mechanic, which means this specific league is quite good for hardcore. You better be eating proper meals. Oh no. They was not eating proper meals. One of them ate instant noodle and hot chip, which for Americans is fries. Instant noodle and hot chip sandwiches. It was carbs, carbs, and carbs. Oh, and Worcestershire sauce. Wait, I almost said it right. Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, I said it.
I despise necromancers. Make me do the
Be
job
the mum
twice.
taking care of
Time to
them.
Take this trophy and run.
Whoa, a club. Welcome to the club. Oh yeah, I need to remember I can summon volcanoes. Hello, identify. Oh, I didn't pick anything up. Okay. I will make that magic. Very interesting. Fire resist. Not quite as good. We sell it.
Need
No wait,
something?
we break it down. You looked behind you because you thought a large car was driving fast, but it was just the level ambience. Oh! The wheels. Driving. Oh, have you been to the front of the caravan? Oh, once I beat the bosses, I see it. Tell me if it's a little too loud. I can turn it down. You've been to the front, yeah? Oh, maybe these people you were working with aren't such good people after all. Well, the audio is perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I don't really like the Mariketh very much. They're slavers. At least these ones are. You love the bird mounts though. Yeah. Why don't you just use more birds? Those is called Rexes. R-H-E-X.
These tusks are truly worthy of Orbala's steed. I will tell your tale.
You want to cuddle a Rex? You might be able to get a Rex pair. I wonder. Shop. I am curious now. Though you might want to look away in case it's dangerous information. Oh, you're in luck. You cannot get a Rex. They will not steal your money. Well, maybe you can get a Rex, but not from here. Well, you can get a Triceratops though. That's cool. That's a big pair. Get a beetle. Get a monkey. Get kitties. A shark. Roly polies. I have this one on my on my other account. I have this orb. It rolls around. And look, a baby. Interesting that they're selling these in Path of Exile too, because these are all bosses from Path of Exile 1. Pretty iconic ones. Brutus is like the first major boss. Vtuber is the final boss. Val Oversoul is Val Oversoul. Piety is me. What? Thank you very much for following Paxin. Octoparasite, whoa, that's weird, huh? Let us continue our adventure across the desert. Go to Keth. Time to open a loot box. Whoa, I got 5 platinums. This is crazy. Free money. No, I do not endorse the loot boxes.
More bloody sand.
There's a signature here. The source.
I am not a gambler. You got 300 gold free, so you decided to buy a kitty. Ooh, nice, son.
Simple enough.
Oh, right, because you get some with the early access, right? Because technically, this game is gonna be free to play once it's fully done. But while it's in early access, you have to pay them. This seems good, huh? Put on my new hat. Ooh, it matches my armor. Look at me. I'm fitting in with the desert. You looked over everything, like if you could buy only one thing, what would it be? And after a lot of scanning through the shop, you land on a kitty. Nice. They are going to, so Path of Exile 1 has like a whole bunch of cosmetics you can buy. And they're being very ambitious. They're gonna port over all the cosmetics from Path of Exile 1 to Path of Exile 2. So there's actually going to be a lot of things available eventually. But the cool thing is, if you got it in Path of Exile 1, then you can be able to use it in Path of Exile 2 once they've like ported it over. So like me, who have played Path of Exile 1, I've got some cool stuff from Path of Exile 1, I can use it here. Like I have a kiwi, so I can have my kiwi following me around. You like fashion more than you like looking like a legendary necrolord who's constantly on green fire. I agree. I usually prefer the like understated kind of like cool clothes looking ones compared to like the like, yeah, exactly, the like necrolord who's on green fire kind of thing. So I do have some nice outfits on my other account that I picked up over time. Pop. More spirit gems. Oh wait, spirit gem. Oh, this could be good. This could be level, what is it, 8 spirit gem? Open sesame. New shoes. Move speed boots. Move speed is a very important stat. So now we can run fast. Slightly faster.
Bag of bones.
Don't bully the skeletons. My character I'm playing in Path of Exile 1 at the moment uses skeletons, so I'm like, the skeletons are my friends. You like health regen? Health regen is very nice, very comfy. I'm missing something. Wait, am I? Is there a lady here I need to fight? Yes. There is a snake lady that you should fight on your way through here. I think I rate health regen in like the nice to have category. It's nice if there's health regen, but it's not one of the things that I go for mainly. The most important things are health and resists. And damage, I guess, but health and resists, especially in hardcore. You maybe focus a bit too little on armor stats. Yeah, armor can be tricky. Even with high health regen, you can sometimes kill one hit. Yeah. As a wizard, you should be looking for energy shield. Energy shield is like your, you don't one-shot me kind of thing. Whereas my character, the mercenary, he is the furthest away from energy shield there is. No energy shield on his part of the tree. Runestone. Nice, huh? High five. Big high five.
Another success. But there's still one more in the region. Simple enough.
But oh, and strength isn't bad either. They made strength real good in Path of Exile 2. So in Path of Exile 1, for every 2 strength you got 1 life. In Path of Exile 2, for every 1 strength you get 2 life. So you get 4 times as much life from your strength in Path of Exile 2. So good. Part of the reason for that though is strength gave another bonus as well in the first game. It made it a bit simpler.
Get out of the way!
In Path of Exile 1, all the stats gave 2 different bonuses, and in Path of Exile 2, they each give only 1 bonus. Like, strength used to be life, and it used to be melee damage. And dexterity used to be evasion rating and accuracy, but now it's just accuracy. Where is this sneak lady? I know she's not in here, but... We do not need a staff. Wait, I haven't been down here. Money! Money, money, money. Must be funny. In the rich man's world? I love ABBA. ABBA is so good, In a Marrakech world. True. Need to listen more ABBA. Never go wrong with ABBA. ABBA is one of those things where it's like, have you ever met someone who doesn't like ABBA? Because I haven't. Everyone loves ABBA. Whoa, I'm padded. Oh no, the pad is still broken. 1 second. Why is the pad not working? Here we go. Oh. 1 second. I'm going to go to a BRB screen real quick while I fix this. If I can remember how. Oh, I have the perfect one. Bonk. Huh. Mysterious, huh? I don't know why it's not working. I fixed it. I think I fixed it at least, huh? Let's test it. Hello, I'm back. Time to test out HitPam. HitPam. It didn't work. I made it work, but like that wasn't using the command. I think I will have to do a thing after stream to try and fix it, but I think I know what the problem is now. Maybe.
Bunch of snakes.
Well, I can manually activate the head pat if anyone wants to head pat me, I guess. That kinda works.
This'll stop him.
The venom pat is what I was looking for. Hello.
Nightmare is this?
It's a sneak nightmare. Yep, yep, yum. Why is she not getting frozen? Maybe she was just invincible to him. After you freeze them, it's difficult to freeze them again for a little while. I'm just trying to focus because this sneak is a little bit dangerous. Boom.
Disgusting creatures.
Next, we got a book. I read it. It says, I don't know what it says. We definitely want this one. Not doing a lightning. That's good projectile damage. What's this? Projectile damage. Projectile speed and area of effect. We can do pinning because we can do a specialization thing, ascendancy, and then we can do lots of pinning. Do not have a companion, sadly. Do not have a friend. I'm really not sure where to go. What's this one? Can I use charms? No, that's not really good enough. Not parrying. Not bleeding. Well, I guess we go to the projectile stuff over here then, because that looks good. Ooh, a fire quiver. Not good enough. Underground. To the Lost City. Mysterious. How do you lose a whole city? They don't move very fast. Is that... Yeah, the passive tree is very intimidating. But I like it. I like complicated things. I don't think you've seen one that huge before. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if there is a huger one. Wow, maybe Path of Exile 1's one is slightly bigger. Guys, you see how the area in the middle is where your ascendancy goes? In Path of Exile 1, there's an area in the middle you can go into. So you can go like through the middle and out the other side. But that's because in Path of Exile 1, there are 6 classes and then a 7th class which uses any attributes and starts in the very middle, called the Scion, who's super cool. I wonder if they'll add the Scion to Path of Exile 2 eventually. Because the Scion's thing, at least at first, they've added some new stuff to her. But at first her thing is like, you can mix and match passives from different ascendancies. So you can be like, I'm do a bit of this and a bit of that. But with the downside that she gets like weaker versions of them. So it wouldn't make sense to add her to this yet because they haven't added all the ascendancies. Maybe they will eventually. Imagine if the stat sheet was so huge that her FPS dropped lower than a regular gameplay. That would be crazy, yeah? But I mean, Path of Exile is not known for good performance. Like, if you think that Path of Exile 2 has problems with performance, you should have seen Path of Exile 1 early on. Path of Exile 1, like, used to crash my computer. Just, like, blue screened it. To be fair, you know, people always make jokes about, oh, just like a small indie team. Wow, Path of Exile 1 was just a small indie team at first. They have come so far. Yeah. Always cool to hear a success story. And I think it's really cool that the game is made in New Zealand, which is where I live. It's like the only major game made in New Zealand. I should be really careful of this fire. This is really hurting me. And I'm not supposed to be dying. That would be bad. I'm going to hide from those fire guys for now. You started writing out code and oh my gosh, you've gotten so much better at coding. Nice! I know a little bit of coding, but I haven't done any in a while. It is a bit intimidating for me. Do you think nowadays your main programming language used is stuff for HTML, JavaScript, and CSS? Oh, you make websites, I see. Or web applications. Mainly JavaScript and HTML. Nice.
Let's see what's inside.
You like it? Because if you want to show something you mean, you can just link them. That's true. The power of the World Wide Web. So accessible. Boom. It's really crazy to think about. You can just be like, hello friend on the other side of the world. Do you want to see my cat picture? Look, it's so cute cat. And they can see it. Like magic. Hello beetle friend.
Glorious tits, this thing's gotta be worth a fortune.
Language, Mr. Mercenary.
Gold and jewels. I'm coming back for you later.
Let me fax you my cat. True. Advanced technology. Fax machine. I once played like a D&D campaign with my friends. It wasn't D&D. It was like a role-playing thing. A homebrew one. And it was like a horror one. Kind of Call of Cthulhu-y. But it was set like early 2000s. So I played as a fax repairman. A guy whose job was to fix fax machines. And my guy found a haunted fax machine. It was really fun. My friend, he made like... It was like set in the town we live in, and he just like made up all these like kind of urban legend, like horror type things for us to encounter around the town. Except... not everyone was very good at looking for, like, intriguing things. My brother, he was just like, I go to the park. And then they were like, okay, and then what are you doing? And he's like, I sit on a park bench. And I just sit. Like, okay. Yeah, that's what I do. He did not encounter anything at all supernatural. Despite the fact that he worked at a pizzeria, and the pizzeria that he worked at was like supernatural. But he never noticed. He never went into the back room. But my character did. Even though my character was a facts guy. It was very silly. There's no facts I can't fix. Yeah, that his motto. Yeah, the other people that was working at the pizzeria were like alternate universe people, and there was actually like a portal to an alternate universe out the back of the pizzeria. That was the thing there. Bookie pizza, yeah. And then one person, they like got on a bus, but it was like a ghost bus, and they like disappeared. And then another person, I think they drank water from a haunted water fountain, and then they turned into stone. I think that's what happened to them. It was spooky. My friend really liked Call of Cthulhu though, so we did a lot of horror-y stuff. Thankfully, it's not quite so scary when it's like a tabletop game. When it's a video game though, it's super scary. I can't play horror games. They're too spooky for me. And horror movies too spooky. But horror, like, role-playing game, I can do that. I can manage that much.
Simple enough.
A ring? Ring ring, who is that? It's 9 strength. There are a lot of very silly horror games. True. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that. I haven't played those. Because they're too scary.
Damn crockery!
Oh, you're thinking the opposite though. The ones that take it too serious. There was one horror game I managed to finish. I managed to finish a game called Penumbra. Penumbra and Penumbra Overture. It was like two halves of the same game, really. But like I managed to get pretty far because like the first part wasn't very scary. But then the second part was really scary and I only just managed to get through it. But I had a really interesting story which helped. The main character gets a massive jump scare, but they have absolutely no in-real reaction to it. Yeah. But yeah, Penumbra, I managed to... Because the first part wasn't that scary because... So Penumbra is by the people that made Amnesia and like what's it called? Amnesia: The Dark Descent. That game. It's like the game they made before that. But they hadn't really perfected the horror formula. So the first part wasn't very scary, which for me was good. Like they hadn't perfected making scary games, so it wasn't very scary. Like there wasn't anything too scary. Like there were like zombie dogs that would chase you. But like, if you just stood on a box, the zombie dogs couldn't get you, and you just like poked them in the face with a broom, which was so silly that it wasn't scary at all. But then, I would like Offering of Lightning. But then, in the second part, they worked out how to make it really scary. So it got really scary all of a sudden. basically what they worked out was the enemies aren't scary if you can like hurt them. So in the first part, you could hurt the enemies. You could like hide on a box and hit them with a stick until they gave up. But in the second part, it was like, oh, there's zombies. You can't fight them. You just have to hide and run. You heard Alien Isolation was really scary, but then you played it and you felt like it was more intense, exciting than scary. Whoa, I think maybe, Squishy, you might be very brave. You might be a brave person. Whoa, don't call people morons. These are friendly skeletons. Yeah, the thing they learn in Penumbra, was it Overture? I can't remember. There was also like a little like DLC levels thing as well. But yeah, they learned the big lesson is make it so you can't hurt the enemies and you just have to run from them, and then it makes it really scary. And it was really scary. But by that point, I was halfway through and the story got really interesting, so I was like, oh, I want to keep going. And then after that, I tried Amnesia and they made it way too scary and I couldn't finish. So I runned away. And then I haven't really played many other horror games. I've tried a few times, but always too scary. You really like having to have spatial awareness and plan your quick escape routes if the alien appears someone you don't expect. Ugh, yeah. Did I hear that they were gonna make a second Alien Isolation? I might be wrong. I feel like I heard that somewhere. But I don't think I really paid much attention because it's a too scary game for me. What have we got here? Grim Pillars. Whoa, so grim. I'm gonna get a pile. You were so afraid of Amnesia back when it first came out, but then you managed to stream through the whole game later on. Well, good job. I got to the part where there's something in the water and it was way too scary. And I actually managed to get just past the part where there was something in the water. And I was super freaked out. And then I opened a cupboard and a pile of skulls fell out and I just panicked. It wasn't even anything dangerous, it was just a pile of skulls and it made like a jump scare noise and I was like, no, I can't do it anymore, I'm done. And that was that. More support gems. Support gem. Put something on here. Like. Elemental Armament 2. The sequel to Elemental Armament. Whoa, it's a suspicious sarcophagus. Uh-oh, it's a trap. I'm trapped. Good thing I can flip over them. Get out of jail free card.
Stop them in their tracks.
You drew summoning cuddles for art fight. Nice. I want to do art fight sometime, but I still feel like I need to actually know how to art first. But I'm not really sure how to start learning how to art. I picked up a drawing tablet second hand. It was like a real good deal. So I want to try and do something with it, but I need to be brave and learn. Level up. This way. You'll notice that even though I'm like shooting character, I'm getting a lot of strength. It's because strength gives you health, and health means you don't die. And I'm playing hardcore, so I don't want to die. That is my plan. You think the best thing you can do is have an art style you have in mind that you like and see if I can loosely mimic it. Ooh. I do want to draw cute Pokemons. Oh.
I was mortal then.
This part is a bit sad.
Then why did you never come look for me after your ascension?
They told me you had died.
I did die. After 30 years living among the Faraday, it was a harsh life filled with pain. And I hated you every moment of it.
Can you ever forgive my mistake?
No!
Aww.
Save your breath for when my king arrives and lets the seed feast upon your flesh.
These two don't get on. Even though she's his mom, he's being mean to her. Okay, we fight him now. OMG, my face. What's wrong with my face? Is it that I did the sad eyes? Yeah. A lot of the toggles, I get big eyes. Big eyes. Big angry eyes. But I can also do, puppy dog eyes if I am like, hello, could I please have a tweet? Pretty please, can I have a tweet? Please. I love it. It's so cool.
My king nears.
Yeah, we fight Azarian. You dog biscuit. Not yummy. Well, I guess I've never tried dog biscuit. Maybe it's yummy. I wonder if you can get vegetarian dog biscuit. Vegan dog biscuit. Maybe yummy. I will have to try them. Ow. Almost got him. That was close. Aw, you want to give the corruption a hug? Maybe not the best thing to embrace them. Turn you into a monster person. This part gets even more sad.
Never heard of a god in such a state.
Poor water goddess.
The mortal. Oh, at last. Please, end my suffering. My followers are long since dust, and I am but parchment. My veins dry as sand. None remember my name, and none think of me. I awoke from my long slumber, unable to move. My time has passed.
No.
I ask you, mortal, to use that one element that may finally end me. My opposite. Fire. It must be done.
I'll do as you ask, my lady. I'll bring you fire.
I don't wanna. It's too sad. But you kinda have to continue the game. I'm sorry, goddess lady.
At last. Death. Thank you.
Some days this job is brutal. Let's take care not
I
to
did,
spill this.
Back to home. Here you go. I finded you some water.
There was a goddess of water lying at the heart of Keth. I wonder what her role in the past involved. It is my sacred duty to keep our tales, but I know nothing of this goddess. How could we, Maraketh, have forgotten something so important?
Okay. We have done 2 out of 3 steps to make the tutor, the horn. But I normally stream for about 3 hours, and it's been about 3 hours. So we're gonna raid a friend and finish the stream now. I had lots of fun. I'm happy that I started streaming again, and I'll try and stream even more. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming. If you're lurking, you're awesome. If you're hanging out and talking, you're awesome. If you're watching the VOD, you're awesome. That's not the order I usually say that in. I got it wrong. Or I guess it's not necessarily wrong. Anyway, no matter what, you're all awesome. I love you, friends, and I hope you have awesomest days ever. It was lovely to get to engage with me again. Thank you. It was lovely to get to talk to you too. Now I need to find someone to raid. Who is streaming? Not many people is streaming. We will raid Semi. Semi is nice, but very sussy. So, be aware. Yeah, thank you again for coming to my stream. Hope you have a good times. I'm ready to say goodbye, but I sing goodbye again cause I don't want to go, but also I should go. I have to pace myself. If I do like two stream too long, then I'll wear myself out and then I won't stream more. And I want to stream more. So, bye bye.